To advance in Pokemon Go, you need to do two things. You need to power up the level of your trainer by gaining experience points and power up your Pokemon's combat power level. You do that by catching Pokemon to start. You'll grab a Pokemon out on the field, tap on it, and if the servers allow you to, you can catch that Pokemon with a Pokeball. Each time, you'll gain experience points towards your trainer, and you'll have a new Pokemon that you can trade in to get some candy. Once you've captured a new Pokemon, it's time to level them up. I'm going to head on over to the Pokemon screen here and take a look at my Rattata, which is one of the low-level Pokemon you'll get during the beginning of the game. As you can see here, we've got a pair of phones. My Samsung is a level 6 Pokemon trainer and Rebecca's is a level 10. So you can see that though we have the same percentage of the Rattata's progress bar filled up, we have different combat levels. That's because more advanced trainers can level their Pokemon up further than weaker ones. Either way, once you've got a Pokemon up on the page, you can power them up by spending some of your Stardust and your candy. So we're going to power up this Rattata to the maximum level we can by spending that Stardust and candy each time we gain combat points and some health for our Pokemon, which will help it in battles. We're just going to do that a few times until we reach the maximum that I can do with a Rattata with a level 6 trainer. With a level 6 Pokemon trainer, I can only get my Rattata up to 101 combat power, which is only about what Rebecca had with her level 10 without even upgrading this Pokemon. Now we're going to evolve these Pokemon and see what happens. It takes 25 candy to evolve this Rattata. I'll do it over here. Raticate. That's the new Pokemon we're going to get from this evolution. And we'll see what the combat power is like in a second. $271. You get a huge boost to your combat power when you evolve a Pokemon, and then you can further power it up from there. Even though I'm a level 6 trainer, I still have the ability to power up this Pokemon further. So some of you might be wondering, should you power up first before you evolve, or evolve before you power up? Let's put it to the test. Here we have a CP10 Rattata at the very beginning of its entire power-up scheme. We're going to try evolving it right away. We'll use 25 of these Rattata candy. Instead of getting Eradicate with CP271, we're going to have something probably a bit weaker, which we can then, quite a bit weaker, CP17. But what's important to note here is that the percentage of its growth is the same. It still only costs us 200 Stardust and 1 Rattata candy to power it up to its next amount, and it's still at the beginning of its progress cycle. One of the theories right now on Reddit and other Pokemon Go forums is that the percentage will stay the same regardless of when you evolve. So if you've got a fully maxed out Rattata, it'll turn out into a fully maxed out Raticate for your level. In my case, it's a level 6 trainer that just evolved into a level 7. Trying to power it up into the next level right now, and you should see it progress the same amount it would have progressed if it were a Rattata. So at a combat level 113, about halfway powered up, I've actually run out of Stardust, so I can't upgrade it any further. I can't actually prove that fully upgraded, it would also have a power level of 271. It looks like if you double 113 to 226, it looks like if you filled up the progress indicator all the way, you'd be approaching the power level of the Raticate that we powered up before we evolved, but we're not sure. We can't prove it right now, so for now this remains an open question. Maybe you'll be the one to figure it out. Happy hunting, folks.
Okay. Sweet.
Oh my God.